midline, okay? So we're going to stop at this point. So what I'm going to have you do is practice this with each other. So you'll need a partner. Ideally, you'll need two things. You can use two pens. So like, say for you, you could say yellow and black or whatever. Or you could say right and left if they're both the same color pen. But here's what I want you to do. Stand up and face each other and make sure your bodies are, don't stand up yet, let me give you instructions. Face each other so you're centered in the middle and your weight is on both feet. For kids, they do this one foot or the other or turning their body a lot. So make sure they're centered and facing you, first of all. The distance is the biggest thing that people, you think you're 15 inches away, but you're like, you know, in like this, and you think you're, or you start out here and you gradually move in. So I'll float around as best I can, but since we're a pretty big group, if anyone feels they need to use this, but as you can see, 15 inches about the length of your forearm. You don't want the other person to think that, you know, you're punching them in the nose. So if, can actually you stand up for just a second, because it will put you over here, be more in the middle. So if she were the patient and I was the therapist, I'd be looking at a distance of 15 inches away and 8 inches apart, which is about the width of my own ears, right? Now her head is much smaller. It looks like it's only 4 inches, even though I know it's bigger than that. But here, if I hold my hands at my sides and imagine 8 inches, it's about the width. And what I would do is have her, what do I have there? Well, let's use star. Okay, red and gold. We'll go with red and gold. So whichever one I say, I want you to look at. Red, gold. Red, gold. Red, gold. Red, gold. And you see how she stayed nice and still? So I'm looking at, does she have to move her body? Does she have to move her head? I varied the timing. So sometimes I did it quicker, sometimes I did it longer. I'm getting feedback on what's her visual attention. So the other thing I didn't say was hold your head still, hold your body still. Now don't move. I didn't give her any of those clues. You don't give them that, because you're in an assessment stage right now. You're not, this is not treatment, you're just assessing. You want to see what they naturally do. You don't want to give them clues like don't move your head, don't move your body. You want to see what they naturally do. And then in the assessment you would measure how much head movement, how much body movement, did they overshoot or undershoot the target? So overshooting would be, you know, did their eyes go way out there and come back, or did they come short of the target? You would actually do this a total of 10 times, which is 5 times to either side. You know, 5 to the right, 5 to the left, but you go back and forth. And that's all I can think of. Go ahead.
Is there an age that...
It's standardized for 5 years to 14.
So
It starts at 5. But I have done it with 4-year-olds. If they're like, if I know they're going to be, you know, just like the 6-month-old is showing saccadic eye movement. It just wasn't standardized till kindergarten. But really, you should be able to do this at a younger age. It's just you're still going to have some degree, like for boys, you'd still have some moderate head movement. For boys and girls, you'd still have some moderate head movement at age 5, but the girls have less body movement, even at 5. But I've seen many 4-year-olds. You know, I wouldn't assess it as it was standardized, but they still can do it. You know, they still should be able to do it. Go ahead.